Did you know King Narmer was the first pharaoh to unify Upper and Lower Egypt? But what secrets lie hidden in his tomb, and why has it remained elusive for centuries? Imagine standing at the entrance of Narmer's tomb. What would you feel? Excitement, fear, or perhaps a whisper from the past, urging you to unlock its secrets? Today, we're starting an adventure to uncover secrets from deep in history. We're exploring King Narmer's secret, the lost tomb, and its forbidden curses. But before moving forward, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and click the bell so you won't miss our next videos. Trust me, you'll want to see what's coming. King Narmer, also known as Menes, left his mark on history. His name engraved in stone, whispered by the Nile holds power. But where is his final resting place? Some say it lies near Abydos in Upper Egypt. Others claim it's hidden beneath shifting sands. Our quest begins here. King Narmer came into power after King Scorpion. Before this fantastic king, Egypt was divided into two parts. Its Upper Egypt, the Nile Valley region in the south, whose culture and cities were more developed, and Lower Egypt, the Nile Delta region in the north, that was primarily rural and agricultural. Moreover, he developed significant trade with nearby southern Canaan and neighboring countries. Religion developed during the reign of Narmer, and many religious symbols emerged, such as the Ankh, the symbol of life, and the Djed pillar, which represents stability. Here, we'll quote some interesting facts about the first king, Narmer. It's intriguing, isn't it? Whether Menes and Narmer were the same person still divides scholarly opinion. There's evidence on both sides, but nothing conclusive. Take Herodotus, for instance. When he visited Egypt around 445 BCE, he listed the kings from the beginning, starting with Menes. One catch is that Herodotus visited Egypt in the late period, about 2,500 years after Narmer Menes died. Additionally, Egyptian pharaohs went by a variety of titles during their reign. Behold, King Narmer was a warrior. The Narmer Palette is a relic that whispers secrets of a bygone era. On its weathered surface, we see Narmer as a ruler and a force of nature incarnate. Witness him, preparing to strike down his foes with a mace in hand, seizing victory by the hair. But what sets Narmer apart from the annals of history is his military prowess and the whispers of his supernatural ability. Narmer, it is said, took on the guise of a fish to get around his adversaries, striking from unexpected angles like the currents of the mighty Nile itself. Can you imagine the awe and terror that must have inspired? But let us not confine Narmer's legend to the banks of the Nile alone. Oh no, for he was not content to merely rule within his borders. Narmer's ambition knew no bounds as he led his armies beyond the horizon, carving his name into the annals of distant lands. Palestine bears witness to his conquest, with Syrax bearing his name unearthed in the sands of time. Did you know that the mighty pharaohs of Egypt didn't just sit on their thrones, but often found themselves locked in epic battles against the most dangerous mammals on Earth, the hippos? Yes, you heard it right. These ancient rulers didn't just flex their muscles in grand ceremonies. They went toe-to-toe with these magnificent beasts to assert their dominance. Can you imagine the scene? In their regalatire, pharaohs face off against the hippopotamus as well than Untamid. But wait, why would they risk their lives in such challenging encounters, you ask? My dear audience, it wasn't just about the thrill of the hunt. No, it was about proving themselves worthy in the eyes of their subjects. In those ancient times, a pharaoh's strength wasn't just measured in gold and jewels, it was tested in the fierce jaws of a hippopotamus. And here's the kicker. The Egyptians were so meticulous in recording their history that even the demise of their rulers wasn't shrouded in mystery. No, it was engraved in stone or inked on papyrus scrolls. Take the account of Menes, for example. He was carried off by a hippopotamus and drowned. Can you imagine a more dramatic exit for a pharaoh? Now, how do we know all this juicy gossip from ancient times? Well, it wasn't through whispers in the royal court or secret scrolls hidden in dusty tombs. No, it was thanks to the meticulous documentation of Hellenistic-era Greek priests. Talk about keeping tabs on the drama of the ancient world. Narmer Palette, did you know where it was found, adds another layer of intrigue to its story. Ames Quibell and Frederick Green were remarkable early 20th century Egyptian explorers. They stumbled upon the Narmer Palette and other significant artifacts in what they called the main deposit of the Temple of Horus in Nekhen, also known as Hierakonpolis. Despite their groundbreaking discovery, Quibell and Green's recordings of the dig could have been more precise. So, we're left with a bit of a historical cliffhanger. Where the Narmer Palette was found remains a mystery. Why does that matter, you ask? Well, pinpointing the palette's exact origin could help us better understand the timeline of the temple's construction. The Temple of Horus was built centuries after Narmer's reign, making it a bit of a historical puzzle. But it gets intriguing here. Burying essential objects, like the Narmer Palette, in temple foundations was a common practice in ancient Egypt. These objects, often belonging to revered pharaohs, were believed to offer the temple and its visitors protection and blessings for centuries. So, why Narmer? Well, the founders of the Temple of Horus held Narmer in the highest regard, considering him one of Egypt's most significant pharaohs. By placing his image in the temple's foundation, they sought to ensure its enduring sanctity and power. Isn't it amazing how every artifact has a story to tell? And the Narmer Palette's story keeps getting more captivating with every twist and turn. Did you know that for over 2 centuries, archaeologists have been on an elusive hunt for the body of Narmer, the ancient Egyptian pharaoh? It's like searching for a needle in a haystack, except it is made of old mud brick constructions called mastabas. Imagine, before pyramids, ancient pharaohs preferred mastabas, which mean bench in Arabic, to be buried. For long, academics thought Narmer was relaxing in one of these mastabas in the Saqqara mastaba fields. But guess what? No one is Narmer. Hold on, because it gets incredibly intriguing. In an unexpected turn, Egyptologists found a rich trove of royal tombs in el-Qa'ab near Abydos. Imagine a meadow filled with ancient secrets waiting to be discovered. These discoveries included a 1964 inscription by Professor Werner Kaiser of the German Archaeological Institute in Cairo named Narmer. Unfortunately, Narmer's tomb's location remains unknown despite this critical discovery. You ask why? Blame it on the site's turbulent 5,000-year history of disturbances and tomb robbing. It's like solving a puzzle with dispersed and missing pieces. What's the cherry on this archaeological mystery sundae? The experts disagree on whether Narmer was buried at el-Qa'ab or Saqqara. The dispute has lasted for years and isn't likely to end soon. Grab your fedora and whip. We're going on an Indiana Jones-style journey through Egypt's sands to find Narmer's last resting place. We may see more surprises along the way. Narmer's tomb? Where is it, and why is it lost? Narmer was laid to rest in a humble tomb in the late pre-dynastic and early dynastic royal necropolis of el-Qa'ab, west of Abydos. At the same time, subsequent Egyptian chroniclers may have considered him the founder of the Egyptian kingdom. The tomb was initially uncovered in the 1890s, while Amelino surveyed Cemetery B at el-Qa'ab. A pair of rectangular holes, B17 and B18, were bored into the earth to form it. Of the 2 pits, B17 is the bigger and better kept at 3 by 4.1 meters, while B18 is smaller and less well preserved at 3 by 3 meters. Mud bricks lined the inside of the trenches, and there were also signs of wooden paneling. Perhaps the poles that held the tomb's roof in place were driven into the earth twice, at depths of 0.65 meters at B17. Narmer's curses. As you step across the threshold, listen closely. The walls echo with whispers of ancient voices that warn intruders. Those who disturb Narmer's slumber are cursed to carry these secrets forever, their tongues silenced, their minds haunted. Narmer's name, a fusion of the catfish and the chisel, holds power, but it also harbors wrath. The chisel, symbolizing destiny, carves not only stone but fate itself. Dare to defile his tomb, and the catfish stirs the guardian of the Nile's mysteries. It seeks retribution, twisting destinies like the river's currents. Within these narrow passages, an unseen hand guides or misguides you. It rearranges your senses and distorts reality. The walls shift, leading you astray. Some explorers vanish, swallowed by the labyrinth. Their footsteps echo forever, lost in time. Narmer's tomb is a gateway to the beyond. Those who linger too long risk a slumber that transcends life and death. Their souls wander, seeking answers, trapped between realms. Beware the eternal sleep, the curse that binds you to this place. Researchers found that pyramids were not built for mummies. They were created to generate power. Let us know if you want more details, and we will make an exciting video about this topic. While we stand on the brink of eternity, remember that names are nothing more than reflections. Their legacy unites us, whether they are Menes or Narmer. While you seek answers, be careful not to step on any rocks as the Nile stream rushes through time. What other forbidden curses do you think guard Narmer's tomb? Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content on ancient mysteries and historical discoveries.